right, so we're talking about Newton's first law. So what we're gonna start with is what causes a body to move the way they do, and why does it feel like when you're accelerating, you also feel like you're going backwards? These type of questions have to deal with dynamics, which is a fancy word of saying the relationship between motion and force. Now there was this curly-haired looking dude named Sir Isaac Newton who was the first to ever say anything about dynamics, and his statement was the 3 laws of motion. But today we're only talking about the first one. The first law is an object that stays at rest remains at rest, and an object that stays in motion remains in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. In other words, people like to call it the law of inertia. But let's back up for a second. What's a force? A force is a push or pull. In other words, an interaction between two objects. Now there are two types of forces: contact forces and long-range forces. So there are 3 contact forces that we're talking about today: normal force, friction, and tension. And on the other side, gravity, which is the most important, electrostatic, and magnetic. So, normal force is always perpendicular to the surface of the object. So the normal force for this object would be just straight up, which usually each force it is 4. Then the friction force is always parallel and in the opposite direction of the motion. So let's say this is going that way, the friction force would be going the opposite way. And the tension force is always a pull force at an angle that is going in a specific direction. Now gravity is always going down at 9.81 meters per second squared. That's because we live on Earth, and Earth has an acceleration of 9.81 meters over second squared. And that's the first law of Newton.